Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most intriguing developments of the NFL offseason. Rumors are swirling about the possibility of the Cincinnati Bengals trading their talented wide receiver T. Higgins to the New York Giants. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Could this really happen? And what would it mean for us? Well, the signs are pointing towards a real possibility, especially with Cincinnati facing some tough financial decisions and a potential rebuilding phase after the tumultuous 2023 season. But let's dig into what's really going on here, what the insiders are saying, and how this could reshape the NFC East landscape and the Giants' future. First off, let's talk about T. Higgins himself. Guy is a beast, 26 years old, a physical wide receiver who's proven he can make contested catches and rack up yards in a flash. Last season, he had a solid stat line with 32 receptions, 481 yards, and 6 touchdowns, averaging 15 yards per catch. Not only that, but PFF rated him at an impressive 87.6, and his yards after catch, YAC, average is 4.7 yards, which shows his ability to turn short passes into big gains. He's no stranger to the red zone either, boasting an 82% TD rate in that area, and he's been relatively healthy, with no major injuries to worry about. Throughout his career, Higgins has amassed over 50 yards and 40 touchdowns, and he's been a reliable target for Joe Burrow, especially during clutch moments, with a long reception of 44 yards last season. Now, why would Cincinnati consider trading Higgins? Well, the Bengals are reportedly cap-strapped, around $15 million in available space, and they're facing some tough decisions. They've got to prioritize their offensive line, which has struggled to keep Burrow upright, and their defense, which gave up an alarming 33 3-points per game last season. The offense was putting up around 24 points a game, which isn't bad, but it's not enough when your defense is giving up more than 33 points. The whispers are that Cincinnati might be exploring a rebuild after a season where they missed the playoffs, and some sources hint at a potential post-Burrow era, an uncertain future that might see them shipping out some of their key pieces, including Higgins. The trade rumors suggest that Cincinnati is looking for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange for Higgins, a pretty reasonable price considering his talent and youth. The Bengals, thinking might be to diversify their offense by adding more depth, especially if they decide to move on from some of their current wideouts like Jamar Chase, who has been the main star but might be part of a larger shakeup. Higgins, with his physicality and ability to create explosive plays, averaging over 10 yards with the Bengals, could be a perfect fit for a Giants team that's eager to elevate its passing game. Now, let's talk about the Giants. Coming into the 2023 season, expectations weren't sky-high, but the team showed flashes of potential, especially on offense. With a 2-7 record, the Giants are sitting with a little over $18 million in cap space, and they're looking to upgrade their middle field, meaning they want more consistency and explosiveness at the receiver position. Adding Higgins could be exactly what they need to take that leap. He's known for reducing drops. He had 0 drops in 2025, according to some reports, and his addition could boost the Giants' offensive efficiency by around 17%. That's huge, folks. It would create mismatches all over the field, helping Daniel Jones, who's been looking for more reliable targets to help him push the ball down the field. Higgins' presence would also bring a physical element to the Giants' offense, reminiscent of what the team experienced when Odell Beckham Jr. was in his prime. His contested catch rate is superior, with a +1.9 advantage over other Giants receivers, and his TD rate of 14% indicates he's a red zone threat. With Higgins, the Giants could become a more balanced, explosive offense, capable of challenging defenses in ways they haven't been able to for much of the past 2 seasons. Imagine the possibilities: Darren Waller working over the middle, Isaiah Hodgins stretching the field, and Higgins creating mismatches on the outside. This would open up the offense significantly, allowing Daniel Jones more room to operate and making the Giants a sneaky, dangerous team heading into the second half of the season. Looking ahead, the impact of such a deal could be felt beyond just this season. If Higgins joins the Giants, it could be a pivotal move in their quest to return to the playoffs and make a serious push in the postseason. As we all know, the NFC East has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys always lurking, but the Giants are looking to elevate their game and establish themselves as contenders again. Higgins' physicality, proven production, and ability to be a game changer could be that missing piece that turns the tide in their favor. Plus, it's worth noting that Higgins' performance against divisional rivals has been solid, with a +1.9 contested catch win rate and a +14% TD rate, which suggests he's a guy who can come up clutch in big moments, especially in divisional matchups that often decide playoff positioning. In terms of odds, the Giants could see their Super Bowl chances improve significantly if they land Higgins. Currently, their odds to win the Super Bowl hover around +12.0, but with a boost in their offensive talent and a more potent passing attack, those odds could shrink considerably, potentially down to +4.200 or better. Higgins' ability to serve as an X-factor in divisional games, combined with his physicality and knack for sealing victories with touchdowns, makes him a perfect fit for the Giants' aspirations. His presence on the field would also echo the era of Nick's, bringing that same gritty, dependable receiver who can make those contested catches and energize the offense on third down or in tight situations. Of course, Cincinnati's side of this story isn't as optimistic. The Bengals appear skeptical about trading Higgins, especially considering he's been a reliable target and a Pro Bowler twice. They might see him as a core piece for their future, especially if they decide to rebuild around Burrow again. But if the right offer comes along, and the Bengals decide to go in a different direction, this could be a trade that defines both franchises for years to come. For the Giants, it's about seizing that moment, adding a proven star who can accelerate their rebuild and help them get back to winning ways. To sum it up, this potential trade of T. Higgins to the New York Giants isn't just a rumor. It's a move that could reshape the NFC East and the Giants' entire season outlook. It's about upgrading their offense, adding a player with a proven track record of making big plays, and giving Daniel Jones the kind of weaponry he needs to succeed. If the Giants pull this off, it might be the move that propels them back into playoff contention and makes their fans dream big once again. The stakes are high, and the potential benefits are even higher. This could be the beginning of a new chapter for the Giants, one filled with hope, excitement, and a shot at that elusive Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Higgins is the perfect piece to take us to the next level? Or are you skeptical about giving up draft capital for a player on the Bengals roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion truly matters to us and to the Giants. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest news and insights. Let's keep that passion alive and continue supporting our team, because the future could be brighter than ever with moves like this on the horizon.